Yo guys, what is up? It's your boy TRUEDBZ back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing another discussion video. This time not about, fighting games or meta or characters and stuff like that, which I do have some stuff in the works, but it's definitely a lot more difficult than I expected, which is gonna come up later on in this video. But today I'm going to be talking about the troubles and more so unexpected difficulty it is to run a channel, and it's more so personal than anything. I'm not going to talk about like the overall like hard difficulty of making a YouTube channel, making it grow, and then how you can come back from that. It's more so my experience from the past, present, and hopefully future of the channel, and I hope that things get a lot better, not only for the channel but for myself personally. So with that being said, let's get started. So if you guys may or may not know, this channel is mostly focused on fighting games in general. I do sometimes upload single player games where I do stuff out of the norm and I try to have fun with it. So why am I talking about it right now? Well, the more and more I upload videos, the more difficult it is to provide content that I feel is entertaining in its own unique way. So what I mean by this is that back when I first started this channel, and it was more so like a hobby, which it still technically is a hobby because I still have my own full-time job, but I definitely wasn't taking it as seriously as I am now. Not uploading every single day, videos not being edited, just having to be raw gameplay and stuff like that. But now I've taken the time to make intros, outros, add music, do commentary, stuff like that, to expand the channel and make it feel like its own thing. And the more I do it, the more I realize that not that I'm not breaking any barriers, but it's a lot harder to compete in a very broad spectrum when it comes to YouTube, because everybody knows, at least every kid, or mostly a lot of kids, try to upload a video and then not only have it maybe do well, or at least have some notoriety when it comes to uploading, because that's what you want when uploading videos. You want it to somewhat do well, and if it pops off, then you can take advantage. But for me, I never really had that blow up just yet. I'm kind of waiting for that one thing that clicks in my head, and I'm like, yes, this is it. And I felt like I had it at one point with the Dragonball FighterZ tier list video, which is surprisingly, honestly, my best viewed video to this day, almost at 300 views, which is honestly pretty amazing. I want to thank everybody for that video. And the meta video, which I think is almost at 100 views right now, almost. So those videos have done really well, and I'm really glad that they did, because I put a lot of time into it. Oh, and also my wish list for season 3 in Dragonball FighterZ. So all three of those discussions slash out of the box type of videos have done really well for the channel, and I'm really thankful and glad for it. But in terms of the main content of the channel, I don't know if it's something that's wrong with me, or just the content, or the game itself, or lack of publicity or something, and it's something missing there. And I noticed that majority of my channel is not dead, but it's not active either. At best I get like 1 to 2 views and maybe a comment here and there, which I'm so thankful for. Like, having anybody watch my content and take the time out of their day to say, this video looks interesting, I'm gonna take a look, I'm very thankful for. But there's come a time, not that I'm not grateful, but there's come a time where it's like, it really feels like I'm just following the ropes, like I'm just doing it just for the sake to be doing it. And I really enjoy making videos, so I don't want to feel like that, but it feels like I'm not breaking any barriers, but I don't really know how to do more with the limited amount of resources that I have. You know, currently, you know, my main console or my main way of playing games is on the PlayStation 4. I don't have a PC, you know, I can't download PC exclusive games, I can't play, you know, modded version of games that I play, I have an Elgato for my PlayStation, but the computer that I have can't handle it. So it's like I can't even record certain games because certain games lock you out of certain content for, you know, spoilers or just they just don't want you streaming the game. So some games even lock you out of that, and that's basically out of your control. And so it's really hard to really expand when you're constantly, you know, looking at, well, if I record or stream this game, will it cut out at certain points? Will I not be able to show the game at its, you know, the full capacity? Do I have to worry about notifications showing up, which honestly keeps happening, and it's really annoying, but it's whatever. But yeah, doing single player games is honestly a lot more easier than the fighting games that I play, but it's also just as stressful because I have to worry about, is my commentary good? Is the games that I'm playing relevant enough to actually gain notoriety on the channel? Which most of the cases they're not, because they're pretty niche. The 3 games I have played on the channel that are single player is Crash 1, Crash 2 on the Insane Trilogy, which is currently still airing, and then Sonic Colors Ultimate were the 3 separate series other than fighting games. And those, in comparison to the fighting game videos, did really poorly. Not really notoriety, you know, no one really watched them. So it's really hard to expand, you know, on the channel and try new things and be comfortable playing other stuff when I'm constantly worrying if, you know, will this actually work out for me? Is it a waste of time? And I don't want to feel that way. And I don't. When I'm actually playing the game and I'm recording it, I'm editing it, I feel really good about it. And then I upload it, and then it just kind of passes by, and I'm like, well, I mean, I could just upload a Dragon Ball video and it might get a view or two, but like, I don't want to keep doing Dragon Ball FighterZ forever. I don't want to keep doing, you know, like, it's mostly a Dragon Ball thing, because even the other fighting games I have problems with, which I'll get into a little bit later. But in terms of the single player content, it's really difficult to actually find validation, validation in doing it, other than the simple fact that I love doing it. Like, I love recording my gameplay, I love editing videos, I love the, you know, the aspect of uploading a video and having it being scheduled like 3 days in advance and saying, yeah, I did that, and I don't have to worry about recording for the day. Like, stuff like that makes it really worth it, and then it underperforms or performs not at all, and it just gets swept under the rug. And I don't know how else to feel about that, because, you know, I want to play other single player games. Most of the single player games I've already beaten before, but I want to experience it again with other people and see how their experiences link up with mine, or if they just are just curious about my perspective on things. But it's really hard to find that motivation when, you know, in comparison to the other content I do, it really doesn't matter. Like, if you count all the Crash, Sonic, and other games I've done and just replace them with Dragon Ball videos, I'm pretty sure my channel would do slightly better, because it's just what the main content of the channel is. It's mostly Dragon Ball FighterZ, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's, you know, a little bit disheartening when you can't really expand the way you want. But there's also the prospect of, if you expand too much, then you're kind of alienating your audience, and I don't want to do that either. So it's like I'm kind of feeling a balance. You know, most of the time I don't really try to do multiple single player games in one go. Like right now I'm doing Crash 2, but I'm only doing Crash 2 until I finish the game, and then I'll start Crash 3, or maybe I'll play Spider-Man, or maybe I'll try out Sonic Mania or something else, like other single player games that I'll try out, and hopefully maybe it'll catch on with somebody. But currently it's really hard to find validation in doing stuff like that. So that's one hurdle that's kind of disheartening, but I kind of figure out, you know, I might as well just do it just to do it, you know. But the main thing that I want to talk about is the fighting game version of this channel. So as you guys know, Dragonball FighterZ is the main content of the channel. It's the most amount of content I made for the channel, even before I started doing commentary and actually taking it seriously. And Dragon Ball, I already made a meta video on how I think the state of the game is already, but in short terms, I'm not 100% a fan of it, but I can still have fun with it. The main issue is just the game itself when it comes to its online aspects, and it's really hard to find enjoyment when a lot of stuff just doesn't work, or it's constantly punishing you for something that you can't, like, most of the time you can't deal with. So it's really disheartening to be in this state where you have to play something even though maybe that day you don't want to, or maybe just don't want to play it at all. And I play Dragon Ball very sparingly, and as you guys may know from the way I handle my channel is that I do games or fighting games in bursts. You know, maybe there's a week or two straight that I'll do Dragon Ball, and then a week or two then I'll do Skullgirls, or a week or two I'll do Melty, week or two I do Dragon Ball again. Like, I try to do it in bursts, you know, that way people get what they want without missing out on what other people want in the process. And it kind of works, but you know, it's also a lot harder to do that with certain other games. But it also gives me time to take a break from, you know, Dragon Ball or Skullgirls or Melty or Blaze Blue. It gives me time to relax from those games and focus on other stuff. And Dragon Ball is just a game where I just have to take constant breaks. Even though it's the main content of my channel, it's kind of hard at some days, and maybe even days in advance, to say, yeah, I'm gonna have to play Dragon Ball again, so I might as well just get it over with. Like, I don't want to feel like that, but the game constantly makes me feel like that over and over and over again. And that's not really a YouTube issue, but it's just like, you know, it relates to YouTube because that's the main content of the channel. It's the most popular on my channel. Like, people, well, most people watch the channel for Dragon Ball, so it's like, I'm kind of like in this weird gray area where I kind of don't have a choice, but I do at the same time. And it wouldn't be as bad if the other fighting games that I play was actually just as fun and more consistent. So right off the bat, I just want to say this: Skullgirls, if you guys didn't watch my Celebration Week videos, Skullgirls is my favorite fighting game that I've played, like, ever. Skullgirls is so inventive, it's so free, you can pretty much do whatever you want. There are systems in place to, you know, limit you, but, you know, for what you want to do in the game, it really feels like you can do whatever you want. And, you know, all the characters are very unique. They have their own separate mechanics. It's fun to play. The netcode's good. The only problem is that the community is just not really there. And I've tried several times to, you know, find a way to deal with it, but it just keeps getting more harder and annoying. For the most part, the only way I play Skullgirls, or at least have videos uploaded for the channel, is when I play against one of my friends, mostly Pretty Boy. But, you know, if anybody of my squad members want to play Skullgirls, I'm hopping on immediately, because the game is just that much fun, and it's like one of the other chances I'm gonna have to play. And Skullgirls on its own, if I didn't have the squad, I don't think it would be on this channel at all, which is very disheartening because I really like the game. The main issue comes in with, you know, online matchmaking. and I'm playing on the PS4, mind you, so the community is even smaller than it is on PC. So most of the time I'm gonna have to be going through external means of finding people to play, and those means are just way too inconsistent and way too annoying to deal with. So most of the time I don't really have a motivation to play Skullgirls, because it's like, if I train with Fukua, if I train with Sarabella, if I try Ophelia for the first time, or Parasol, what the hell is the point if I can't play anybody? And I don't want to constantly keep asking my friends to play, because not only do they not play fighting games like that, and they don't really, train like I do. So most of the time it's going to be either one-sided, or it's going to be just pure chaos, which, I mean, there's some fun when it comes to chaos, but there is a limit to where, at least with me specifically, I want to be able to play my game with the knowledge of, this is what I can do, this is what I can handle, this is what I can't handle, and I want to see how I can improve. If everything's pure chaos, then what the hell am I gonna learn? So and the same pretty much goes for Melty as well. Like, the Melty scene on PS4 isn't really that high to begin with. It's higher than it is on Skullgirls, because I've actually been able to find people through matchmaking, but it's still hard as shit to do. And Melty's maybe a little bit harder than Skullgirls. Honestly, the system mechanics are just way too weird for me. Shield is weird, the auto combo, the way normals work is weird, everybody having reverse beat is weird, jumps having landing recovery is weird, having your super jump not being able to be controlled is weird. Melty does a lot of weird shit at you. So not only is it more difficult to play than the other titles that I play, but it's also harder than Dragon Ball or Guilty Gear to find matches. So once again, I'm already in a state where it's like, well, if I practice my Noel, if I pick up a new character and I don't find any matches because the matchmaking and the community for it is low, then what the hell's the point? So once again, I'm stuck in a Dragon Ball situation where I'm like, damn, I can't play Skullgirls because there's nobody online, and I can't play Melty because it's not difficult, but it's a lot harder to play, and there's certain things that annoy me about it, but I can get through it. But even then, if I get through it, then there might not be anybody on that day that wants to play. So it's like, it's constantly a flip-flopping of, okay, well damn, I can't play this game, I can't play this game, so my only choice is to play Dragon Ball. And if you guys see my Guilty Gear video, then you already know my stance on Strive. Honestly, I don't think the game is fun to play at all. It's way too scrubby. A lot of bullshit happens that don't make any goddamn sense, and I just don't find it fun to play. So Dragon Ball is really my only mainline title that has a community, relatively fun and easy to play, and I have mad experience with it. I've been playing it for like 3+ years at this point. So it's not like, with Melty and Skullgirls where I have to constantly keep updating myself and keeping refreshed. Dragon Ball is pretty easy to play, and I pretty much not mastered all the characters I play, but I know how they work, and I can pretty much hop in a match whenever and do decently well, or maybe I'll just get washed by online shit, but at that point you're just playing Dragon Ball. So it's like, there's no reason to really train, in quotation marks, because 2 out of 3 characters I already know how to play. So it's already hard, but it's even more it's more inconvenient than anything, not being able to play the things that you want and try to have fun at the same time. And it's really disheartening, really. Maybe if I don't know what else I can do, which is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, is I don't know what to do. I don't. Dragon Ball content is pretty much a staple of the channel. It's not going anywhere, so that's already locked in. Single player games are really fun to do, but they lack any real, it's so out there, so different from the content that I make as a staple, which is fighting games. It's so different that it feels negligible when it compares, and the viewership shows that. And you know, getting certain fighting games to work with me is really hard, not only through its mechanics, but the online and community that upholds it. And it's just, you know, it feels like I'm constantly thinking about, you know, how am I gonna make this work? Because like YouTube is gonna take a lot of work to like expand, right? YouTube isn't an easy playing field. It's not like it was back in the early 2000s, you know. The YouTube scene is very competitive. Pretty much everybody and their mama upload videos. So me doing Dragon Ball videos and other fighting games is already a uphill battle to begin with, considering how popular they are, which is to the detriment of my channel, to be completely honest, because it's so popular that people in the community watch, you know, higher, you know, notoriety content creators, you know, people like, you know, just in the pro community, like Sonic Fox, The Kill Sage, you know, Cloud 805, Lotus, like Jam Cross, Dato Doya, like all those other content creators that make Dragon Ball FighterZ content are good at what they do. They, you know, constantly entertain the audience and me. Like, I love their videos. But when it comes to my channel and doing it, I don't feel that same oomph in retrospect. Like when I upload videos and I'm working on them, I'm like, yeah, this shit's it. Like, I feel really good about it. And then I look back at the history of the channel and it's like, I'm nowhere different than I was like a year ago. Like, and I know, you know, doing YouTube is hard, and you know, most of the time, 90% of the time, channels that blow up usually have that one series or that one, you know, magical period where their channel just shoots up and is pretty much make or break, right? Either expand and go hard, or you're just a one-hit wonder channel. And honestly, I feel like I already hit that with my 3 discussion videos, my wish list, my tier list, and then my meta discussion. I already hit those landmarks, my one-hit wonders. Those videos did so well that I'm honestly really surprised, and it made me want to work harder. That's why I started doing more commentary videos in my videos now. That's why I started adding music. That's why I started doing updated intros with all my mains in it. Like, I feel like I've done things to help, but it doesn't really feel like it's really helping, if you know what I mean. Like, I've done things to help the channel, but I don't think it's helping. So I don't really know what else I could do, you know? Like, I'm uploading content every day. I'm pretty well consistent at it. You know, the upload dates is every day at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, there may be a couple days where it's uploaded at 8 or 9, but it's pretty much always after 7 p.m. I've done videos daily pretty much since, I want to say, November or October of 20. I want to say 20. So about a year and a half or a year and 3/4. I don't know, maybe 2 years. I want to say 2 years. So about 2 years of constant uploads, and I don't feel any different than I was before doing it. You know, just uploading raw gameplay. Like, I don't know what else I could or can do at this point. And it's not that it's gonna make me stop doing videos, but I feel like I had to get this off my chest because I don't really know what else to do. Like, do I keep doing commentary videos? Do I keep playing the same fighting games? Do I adventure into more single player games? Do I, you know, play more niche fighting games? Do I, you know, buckle down and play some Street Fighter, you know, the more popular titles? Like, I don't know what to do now. And I'm hoping by releasing this video, hopefully, you know, maybe some of you guys out there might give me some tips on how I can help out my channel and make it more appealing to audiences out there. Maybe I gotta, you know, redesign my channel pretty much from the ground up. Maybe start fresh with a brand new take, or maybe just buckle down and just keep grinding, and maybe there'll be a day where I just get lucky, but I don't know. So this video has been more personalized than pretty much any of my other videos, and I hope this video isn't just me whining about how my channel isn't where I want it to be, but I want to communicate the troubles I've been having of late of making new content while also staying consistent at what I do, and how making content is not only troubling, trying to be expansive yet the same, but also this shit's not easy. It's not, getting notoriety and becoming a successful YouTuber is not easy. Like I said, I've been doing it for a year, maybe even 2, and I'm pretty much the exact same as I was a year ago. So, I hope this video does well, and I hope, people don't see it as a negative spiel of why, my channel isn't good. It's just, I hope to communicate the troubles I've been having, and hopefully, somebody out there will watch this video and say, hey, this is what you're doing wrong, maybe you can try this, or maybe you can do this, or maybe you can do that. Like, I want that interaction. I want to be able to make a channel where, I have a really healthy community of people that get excited when I upload a video. Like, I think I said this in a previous video, but I want people to look at my channel and say, hey, I can't wait for that guy to upload. Or if I miss a day, what happened to True? Like, what happened to his uploads? Or I can't wait for his next parter on Dragon Ball. I can't wait for his next parter in Skullgirls. Like, I want people to feel that way about my channel, not just the viewership, but even if there's 1 or 2 people that consistently watch my channel and constantly like the video and constantly interacts with me, even if it's just 1 or 2 people, I'd be so thankful for that, because those 1 or 2 people make it worth it, and it's not like I'm a big YouTuber with millions of viewers and I'm saying that. No, like, I'm literally still at the beginning. I'm still scraping up breadcrumbs. I'm still figuring all this stuff out. So when I say every view counts, I really mean it. Every view counts, and I'm so glad for the views and the likes and the comments that I already have. I'm so thankful for it, because there have been some interactions on my channel where I didn't really expect it. Like my tier list video, I've gotten so many likes and so many people asking about my thoughts on the characters. Like, I love stuff like that, being able to communicate with my fan base, or communicating just people in general through my video and my opinions. Like, that stuff, that's what makes it worth it to me. So hopefully this video isn't too long, but I just thought I'd get some stuff off my chest. I want my opinion, I want my feelings to be, communicated to my audience. If there is a person that's, interested in my channel, make yourself known. I want to know, who actually cares about this channel's future, other than myself. Like, I want to interact with people. I want to create a community, but it's not gonna really be a possibility if I don't know how to make it better, right? I don't know how to make my channel better if I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So, if anybody's out there, if anybody watches this video in the future, let me know. Let me know if my audio needs tuning, if my gameplay is lackluster, maybe add some more edits or cut some parts out. Am I broadening out too much? Do I need to focus on one game? Or maybe I'm not broad enough. Maybe I want to do multiple series at a time for a variety. Let me know things that I can improve on as a YouTuber and as a content creator to make the channel that you guys want me to be. Like, help me out, like, make this a channel where you can pretty much come here and expect good content. Maybe not the best on the platform, but good content, So with that being said, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this was a lot more of a personalized video than anything else I've ever made, but I still wanted my emotions to come across clear cut and very personal. Basically, I wanted to be very close, you know, so you guys know how I'm feeling about the channel and my plans going forward. In terms of the future of the channel, I'm still uploading daily videos. That's not going away anytime soon. Dragon Ball is not going anywhere. You know, I know I've strayed from Melty and Skullgirls and Guilty Gear, but I promise you those games aren't dead. I just need to find a consistent way of getting, you know, matches and, you know, editing for them. Like once I figure out how to, you know, get those consistently, those videos will keep coming. My discussion videos aren't going anywhere. The next project I'm gonna be working on, it's still in the works. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do it. Is I want to do a Krillin guide on how to play Krillin in Dragon Ball. I'm trying to figure out a list of, you know, things that you need to know, things that you want to know, and maybe some things that you may not know about the character. So my Krillin guide is the next discussion video that I'm going to be working on. So hopefully that does well, that does good as well, and hopefully I can do more discussion videos in the future. So with that being said, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video if you guys enjoyed this, because it'll help me out so much, not only for the channel's growth but also for my mental state, you know, making me feel motivated to keep doing this. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know all the gist of it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Sayonara.